It's your boy Hersh bringing you a brand new video, guys. Welcome back to the channel. You know the old intro saying, baby. First of all, this isn't a video that I thought I was gonna have to make at all. You know, some unfortunate events went down in the last 24 hours, and I'm kind of gonna explain what happened and just kind of how unfortunate it is, and then I'll talk a little bit about what I plan on doing in my future. But first off, I just want to apologize to you know, some of the guys that I had in this organization, Swarm United, J-Shot, Xenon, Drazy. You know, I could go down the line. There's a lot of people that when I originally made Swarm United, for those of you that even followed that or knew that I was doing that behind the scenes, the organization, the family that I created, I just want to say sorry to you guys that we couldn't get it to work out. I did my best, tried my best to get it to work out, and unfortunately things went south. They really did. So I guess I'm just going to kind of talk about what happened. I guess I'm just going to show you guys some of the DMs between Sean and I, so you know, you guys can see what happened. And man, this sucks. It really does. It sucks. But hey, you know, things happen. We're going to move on, and gonna definitely get my YouTube channel up and running again, more videos, and continue with my everyday streams on Twitch. So I know a lot of the people that are gonna be watching this video are coming from Twitter, something that I'm most active in, and you know, people, I'm lucky to have an awesome fan base and people that watch me every day, people that support me. Thank you to all of you that are watching this right now. I appreciate you being here. And for those of you that stuck by my side through everything, thank you so much, for real. Thank you so much. So I'm just gonna start and show you DMs. Starting on the 7th, and go down the line and explain the situation and what happened. The backstory. I was running Swarm for the first 6 months or so, and you know, I was doing it by myself. I recruited everybody, and I was doing a good job. Things were going well, in my opinion, and I think a lot of the members would agree that things were going well, and we were doing a good job with everything. And there was a guy, Sean, and I've known him for a long time, known the guy for 2 years. You know, I helped him get into Panda when I was streaming for Panda Gaming, helped him get into Sigma when I was with Sigma for a little bit. He decided to part ways and go to STDX, and I kind of parted ways from Sigma and just did my own thing, just streaming and doing YouTube like I was doing. And I was running Swarm, and you know, honestly needed some help, and you know, I figured Sean would be a good guy to bring in. I've known the guy for a long time. He definitely knows his stuff, and he was, you know, putting out a lot of content for us. He did a good job of that. I'm not taking that away from him at all, and you're going to see that in these DMs. And I'm going to show you a little bit of my stream last night. I talked about it. So it started out on the 7th, and the whole reason this kind of got blown out of perspective and things went south is because you know, people weren't respecting Sean, or that's what he thought. A lot of the people in our org had been leaving because of certain reasons, the way that things were being run. And I was given a list of, you know, 10 or 12 people that he wanted me to kick. And these are, keep in mind, these are people that I recruited, people that I love, people that I've grown to have a good relationship with in the gaming community. And you guys can see right here, do you want me to just kick people? I was like, no, you know, I don't want to kick anyone, man. I just want to let this go. Friends with all these people, it's hard for me to do that. I don't want to go back. I want to go back to how this started, and respecting everyone we bring in, they leave, big deal. It's not for them. That's my policy. That's what I wanted to do from the start. Not everybody we're going to bring in is going to stay and is going to be down with Swarm. It's just how it goes in the gaming community. You're going to recruit 100 people, and 75% are going to leave, and you know, you're going to find the good. You're going to find the other 25% that are going to stick around. You're going to really get to know these guys and hopefully make something special. And you guys can see, you guys can read it for yourself. Well, I can't just go back. These people disrespected me on a serious level, and I can't get over it. These kids are going nowhere. This is just a bunch of friends gaming. This is people that need to be working hard. Half of them don't even make content. So you guys can read it for yourself. I'm not going to go over everything that he said. I got it up on the screen right now, so you can definitely see. what's going on. You know, the second one, I woke up yesterday after I decided that I wasn't kicking anybody and we're going to figure things out. And he gave me two options. Keep in mind, I made this organization. I run this organization. It is my organization. Option one, I take 75% and become CEO and owner, and you take 25% co and owner. That makes sense. This way I don't have to think about relying on you to do anything. You can make your streaming successful and don't have to worry as much about business. Option two. This is the option you don't want. I was surprised. This option, I will even create my own organization, taking all the creators that want to come in with me, and that's quite a few. It's not really. That would also result in me taking the logo down, website down, all the videos related to my creation. Basically, I would take down everything that I've ever done. The only reason I would ever, you guys get the story. You know, giving me those two options, and I honestly could not believe it. Like, you've got to be kidding me right now, right? I brought you in to help me, and like I said over and over and over, and even last night in my stream, I was never going to take away from the fact that he did put a lot of work in for Swarm, a lot of graphics, our website, getting in contacts with Acquire and getting some of our apparel panned out with Mike, the owner of Acquire, stuff like that. Was never going to take away, and nobody ever did. It was the attitudes that got in the way, the attitudes towards our members that resulted in things going south. Don't want to talk about it while I'm here. Can you believe? I can't believe you just even say anything like that. I brought you in as a co-owner to help me with this, and you have. But your way of doing things isn't my way. You were doing the same thing you were to our members, except towards myself. And then you guys can read his responses. I'll have it up on the screen. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. Like, I understand that these people are your friends. Trust me, I'm not trying to make you do that, but I feel like it should be done. The line has been drawn with them, and it's not a free ride for all of us to work hard and carry people that don't do anything. I understand the point on that, okay? It wasn't that, man. Over and over I said, you know, if we got to kick people because they're not being active, then fine, let's do that. But it was the way that his attitude was affecting our members, and members that were here, members that were actually doing well and decided to leave. If that makes sense to you guys. You guys can see, you realize, and you know, things just kept going south. This is while I'm at work. I'm DMing him while I'm at work. I'm walking around at work. You realize you left a month and I did all the work. Don't act like I don't know how to do these things. This is my org, and it always will be, Sean. I brought you in to help with this. I'm not taking away from you. You seem to say things without thinking about the result. You guys can see his response. I'm not trying to upset you or make you feel like you're losing your company, because you're not. You're just letting me to more of the work. When I left, everyone was freaking out and asked where I was, and why do you say that? I'm just being honest about what's going on. I don't understand why you would drive this into the ground just to prove that it's your org. Well, it is my org. I created the org, so once again, I said it's my org. Come on, man. I made the name, created the org, put my work in, and brought you in to help. That's what it was, man. You've done a great job, but it's not the right way. You have put a tremendous amount of work in, and I'll never take that away from you. I'm just being real, man. I'm just being real with how it is. And, you know, like, you want to use these people to get where we need to be. These guys and girls have feelings, man. People don't see the org the same way. They don't. Simple as that. You've done a good job, Sean, but there are better ways to handle things. And he says they should try doing work if they want to be so successful. None of them do anything is pathetic. I said, I understand that, man. We could just do things better, is all I'm trying to say. And he replies, yeah, we could by kicking them. To see the response this morning makes me worry inside. The fact, so I'm referring to the response, the two options that he gave me. The fact that you could even say those two things, what's stopping you from doing that down the line? Like taking the org down, which happened. Must have been in your mind for weeks. See, that's what I think about, Sean. How do I know? Like I'm saying, man, better ways to handle everything. Everything, really. And here you can see it again. I said, we're arguing because you want to kick half of our members because they don't respect you. Maybe try and talk to our members and figure out why things are this way. Figure out why people are messaging me and freaking out. Simple as that. They aren't nobodies. Was Cam a nobody? Cam is a streamer, is a content creator, good guy, and he was in Swarm, decided to leave. Different issues. There's a lot of people that had some issues with it and how things were being done. So, no, I want to kick people. I want to kick people that do nothing. Have I ever had a problem with motion? No, and I never said anything about motion. No, and I did have Cam. I didn't have. Did I have Cam on the list for people I wanted to kick? No, but that wasn't the point. That wasn't the point, man. They weren't worried about the list. You know, he wasn't even aware of the list. He was worried about the way things were being run, man. The attitudes, the pointing, the bossing. And keep in mind, before this stuff even came up 2 days ago, and this was yesterday, there was arguments in the chat last week. The main chat of Swarm was just bad. I'm at work and I come into the chat and the whole place is just freaking out, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta sit through and read all this. I said, well, let's just say they weren't happy with the org and how things were being done and left. I said, great. He says, what are you saying? And I said, I'm saying these people left because of the things you brought up in chat. Ignoring our members that want to talk to you about issues, not a good way to handle things. Just being 100% real. Over and over and over and over. I said, right, so it's all my fault, right? I said, what did I just say? People have been DMing me about these issues for a couple days now. What am I supposed to think? I'm not taking away from your work. It's the attitude, man. People want to know. Demanding, bossing. People just work better when we open up and talk to them personally. And, well, for starters, you should have taken the side of the guy that brought us here and the one that does everything and works to the point that he can't sleep. It's like he was, you know, expecting me to... I didn't tell him to work till he can't sleep. Like, what are you talking about with that? You know what I mean? Sean, I respect you, man. I always have. I've known you for 2 years, buddy. 2 freaking years. And this is the kind of stuff that was going down. Not the people that do nothing and whine about not being successful. Never saw anybody whining about not being successful, to be honest with you. And I said, Sean, there are members, dude. He says, and they do nothing. He says, you messed it up. I gave you so many chances to take it and kick them with nothing attached, and then you forced me to bring up all the shit about me doing more. This is all... You just lost the last straw. Like, from that point, when I saw that DM, I knew that things were not going to be good. You know, I'm just trying to get it kind of in his head that we need to talk to people. You need to talk to people. I've talked to people, and we need to figure it out. And if you want to get this working, we can do it. Said if you would have just changed the whole, kicking people. It would have never happened. People are freaking out. Xenon took a break because he was upset about things. One of our best creators and personalities we have. I told you days ago I didn't have a problem with kicking people. In the comments this morning when I woke up, man, giving me 2 options. Like, come on. I like you, Sean. I always have. I want this to be a family and with everyone we bring in. And it's how I started the org, and it's how I intend to keep it. Said you need to. All right, so this is last night. 16 hours ago, you can see this is last night. I said you need to talk to people and get the people together, and keep in mind we're all in Discord right now. I'm in Discord with Chico, Jay Shot, Nanite, Ross, one of our streamers, Barlock. I'm in Drazy, Xenon. Come to Discord if you want to talk it out. Literally just want him to come in and talk and speak his mind. He says, what's there to talk out? I said, we're all in Discord right now. He says, okay. I said, come speak your mind. He says, I did to you today, and you wanted Barlock over me. Barlock, for those of you that don't know who he is, I brought him in as a chief business officer in the beginning of Swarm. I've known Barlock for 3 years, before Sean, and he took that as, I like Barlock, I'm on Barlock's side, and nobody likes me anymore. Basically, that's how he took it. Like, come on, man. The thing with Barlock and Sean, the only thing, Barlock wanted to work, man. He wanted to help. He wanted to do whatever he could, and he was denied, and it's just annoying. I said, when did I ever say that? Come talk and we can all fix this. He says, just scroll up. It's right there. I said, when did I say I wanted Barlock over you? Not once did I ever say that. He says, you kept telling me to work it out with Barlock. Of course I did, because I wanted that relationship to be fixed so we could roll. I said no 100 times, and I told you to kick him. I'm not kicking him. And nothing, I take that as I want Barlock over you. So he took that completely the wrong way. Says, well, you took it wrong. And all I said was Barlock is an asset to us. All he ever wanted to do was help. I don't know, man. You either come to Discord and speak your mind or decide what's next for yourself. I'm just being real. And then he got to the saucy stuff. He says, so why are you pulling everyone in the office? What are you saying? This is in Discord, guys. I said, just trying to work things out with everyone, man, so we can go on without worrying about anything. He says, are you, though? And I said, right now we're just chilling, but yeah, when Chico was in here just a second ago, we were all talking about what the plan was, and, you know, hopefully we can get Sean in the Discord. We were all in the Discord talking, like, hey, hopefully Sean joins, we can talk to him about this. And I was like, hey, man. And then, so, after we're all discussing in Discord, waiting for Sean to join, which never happened, unfortunately. Otherwise, this would probably never happened. Actually, it would have, because I'll get to that. As you guys can see on the screen right now, you can read the rest of the DMs. We hadn't tweeted on Swarm at all yesterday, and that's not something we ever do. Was going on to the Twitter to put out a tweet like, hey, who's grinding? We always used to do those tweets all the time. We always did. Who's grinding tonight? Get some feedback, some fan-based feedback. And I was locked out. No password, nothing. Went to our Swarm password sheet. And all the passwords were erased, and I saw that it was edited like 12 hours prior to any of this conversation. While I was at work this morning, everything was changed. Said, hey man, you want to sauce me the passwords you changed? Literally just went to tweet and it's gone. What are you doing, Sean? He says, what, dude? Keep in mind he read all these. Like, what is going on, dude? What is going on? And we'll get to the point. He didn't want to feel like I was going to screw him. I was going to kick him, which I explained here. Why would I do that? I was never going to do that. The only reason that Sean was going to leave is if he left on his own. I wasn't going to kick him from the org. He's done a lot for the org. So this morning, I wake up. He hits me with this. I have proof that you had intention to give my address away. That's enough for me to bust open every account you have. I said he says, I had no intentions of taking it this far until you took it further. So, crazy, man, because you just stole the org from myself, and all of the members are on my side, except for a select few, that agree, that had problems with you, and this is what you're going to say. I said, makes sense, Sean. I have no idea where you live. I'm done talking about this. Move on like I am, and I said, good luck. And as I said, good luck in the future. I'm just being real. I'm going to say this over and over. He says, you know where I live. Don't try and act like it. And I will go to my uncle about all of this, because even the thought of coming to my house scares me. Scares me, so I will have to take legal action, and we will just see what you have gave out. The fact that you are playing the victim card blows my mind. I don't need a good luck, and I will never had any I can't even see this, man. Bringing my family into it. When did I bring your family into it? And now threatening my family by giving out my address to someone who could inflict harm on my loved ones. So good luck, Hersh. See you on the other side. I said, I don't even have your address. Once again, man, you just stole my org. I live in the US of frickin' A. Why would I come to Canada and look for you? Are you crazy? For real, man. Like, this is hilarious. Like, come on, bro. He brought this screenshot up after I said that. And this was for my stream last night. I had like 35 people in watching. I just want to thank you guys for supporting that last night. This is after the org was stolen from me and everything happened. I went live and I talked to everybody about it, and I had some awesome support. And Drazy, you guys can see the screenshot here. Drazy's actually one of our streamers for Swarm, and he came in my stream last night and he said, hey, is there any way you can get me his address? Like, that's all I want and need. And you can see there he says, sounds good. Yeah, please. I just need his address and I'll handle the rest on my end. He says, I don't really care at this point. Just look at the screenshot. Just look at it. You knew fully what you were doing, and you weren't intoxicated, so you were aware. You weren't telling your viewers to stop. It's all a game. Let me show you the real world, and it's not an org. It was a Twitter account that was linked to my phone. To illegally speaking, it was my account, which it wasn't. Because we signed no contracts, and this was my account. I created it, and everybody knows that, so that's funny. I said, so Drazy asked. So I'm explaining why and what this was. I said, Drazy asked, I don't have your address, Sean. I have supporters who see the real side. You can either let this keep pulling you down or move on. Best of luck. I won't be replying to you again. He says, so you are kidding me. So say it to the judge. See what happens. Like, come on, man. This unbelievable responses. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. And I did talk to Drazy that night. I don't have your address, Sean. It's unbelievable, man. How would I find your address? I don't even know where you frickin' live, man. He says, and if you think I didn't hear the part where you were going to text him, I can pull phone records. I said, sounds good, go for it. I don't even have his number. You have a lot to learn, man. Had a lot of respect for you, and then this happened. Good luck. Good luck. He says, I have a lot to learn, and you can't say this is my fault, because if I didn't lock everything, you would have just kicked me and left me out to dry after everything I did, so think before you speak. I said, not the case. You see it all wrong. I changed the email, so last night, this is 2 nights ago, I changed the Storm United email and I changed our PayPal account because in my head I had a feeling that this could happen, and I left everything else wide open. I left the Twitter open, the YouTube open, the Instagram open, and the Twitch open, and obviously that's gone now. So, said I left everything wide open, thinking you had some respect, and look what happened. Because I thought we were going to be able to work it out, but I had that feeling in my head that this is a possibility. The way that things are going right now, the way that his attitude has been. He might swipe this org. He might take it from me. And I said, what happened to your 2 options yesterday morning? So this is today when we're talking. Those 2 options that option 1 and 2. I said, what happened to those options? Instead your emotions got to you and you got and you jacked everything. You had options. Come work it out, and you chose not to. You have other things that you're working on, like your marketing company that is supposed to be doing so well. I would have never left you out to dry. I even told the guys I would never kick you. Only way is if you left on your own. I'll never forget the way you did things. Last words. Goodbye. Sends me this after that. He just kept going on and on and on after I said, I'm done talking to you, man. You got another. He took another little comment from one of our streamers, Layla. She's an awesome streamer for us. Says there's nothing. She said in my stream, there's nothing to be fixed. Sean was supposed to be kicked, and then the team should have been left the way it was. That's how a lot of the members felt. Nothing I can do about that, Sean. Nothing I can do about it. He says, that's bullshit, and I know it. I said, words from one of our members. Maybe you should have talked to everyone and resorted everything that happened. Not my fault. People felt that way. Bye, Sean. And he says, and maybe you shouldn't have gone behind my back and brought my personal life, which, whatever. Some of these responses, man, I could not believe personally, after knowing this guy for 2 years, that this would even happen. I was just trying to solve a problem. A lot of our members had problems. The way that things were being ran in, like I said, prior weeks where Sean actually left the chat multiple times because of arguments in the chat, and people weren't seeing it as he was, man. And the way that he was bossing people around and, you know, bringing up these, he wanted to bring in contracts and get people weren't getting paid. You know what I mean? It's just stuff like that, and people were fed up with it, and we even had members leave because of it. And I just wanted to make this video to talk to you guys about the situation and how it went. I'll even put a little bit of my stream from last night in there. I just want to thank you guys so much for supporting me on everything. Guys, you guys all know that I spent a lot of time on this from the start. And like I said multiple times, I've never took away from any of the work that Sean did. Not at all. And I said it multiple times in these DMs for the past day. What can I do about it, right? What can I do? I can't do anything about it. Every password was changed on the accounts. The YouTube videos were taken down. I don't have access anymore, guys. It's one of those deals where I've kind of learned, you know, what can I do? I can't do anything. I'm going to go back to what I do best and creating, entertaining, and spreading love to everyone out there. Streaming every day and hopefully popping some more YouTube videos for you guys. I'll leave it with the some of the Twitch stuff from last night, and I guess for the future, guys, right now I'm just riding solo, and I'm gonna work on building my personal brand and possibly joining some orgs. I've gotten a lot of offers within the last night. A lot of good people talk to me. A lot of awesome people in the DMs that are showing me support and are sorry. You guys don't need to be sorry about it. Things happen. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for everything. Hope you guys understand. I wish I could have fixed it. I really do. I wish I could have fixed it. We could have talked to him in the Discord last night and got it all done. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate. I made Swarm in May 27th, and we were up for 9 months, and we had almost 2,000 followers, guys. We did a good job. We did a good job, and I do know how to make an org. And so if there's ever a point where I feel like, you know, I want to do that again, I'll do it. Right now I'm riding solo, baby. looking for some things, probably some opportunities coming this way. I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to leave you with some of the stuff from the Twitch last night. I'm out of here. See you know, just going to continue streaming, do what I do best, and, you know, I've got some opportunities that are in front of me and some really awesome people that I met along the way, so there's always, you know, things for me to do. But obviously streaming is my biggest passion, and you know, I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate all the support that you guys have shown me in the last couple months. You know, coming in here every day, stream every day, man. I stream every day. Right, yeah. Arguments happen and they work around them. So I had a Discord set up tonight to talk to everybody and get personal with everybody so we could fix it. And I had him, I was DMing him, you know, saying, come into Discord, man. We're trying to talk this out and get it worked. Never joined. And then after that, I was actually going to go on my Twitter and tweet out, like, who's grinding tonight, put our hashtag on it just to put a swarm tweet out because we hadn't tweeted all day. And I get in there, and the password has changed, and I can't even log into it. Go to our password sheet, it's completely deleted. So that's kind of how that went tonight, man. Hey, man, what am I going to do, right? What am I going to do? And that's exactly how it went right there. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing but the truth.